At least we don't. Oh, Bliss, I need to show you Arcadia TV at some point.
Yeah.
We connected a parallel universe in Antarctica. And that was a big mistake. Let me show you how to survive a fairy invading your house.
Oh, what the hell?
Bliss, we need to move to Alaska. Bliss, let's move to Alaska.
Nah.
Let's move to Alaska. We get $2,000 just for being alive in Alaska.
Oh, thanks, so good.
Giant mosquitoes.
Yeah, but they only exist for like 2 months out of the year before the winter kills them, and then you have to kill the grizzlies.
And the polar bears.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. Everything will turn into a video game, a bullet sponge boss fight. I wish to experiment with poison bullets.
Oh, nice.
I wonder what bear
Trick
meat
with the
tastes like.
wizards Is to be
There-
fast.
There are some chefs who have done that or tried, and I forget what their verdict on it was. They had ways of cooking and marinating it, though, but dude, if you killed a polar or a grizzly, you are set for months if you preserve, if you, like, freezer.
That's like a half-ton animal at least.
Dude, and you can make a sick-ass blanket out of its, coat.
Damn it.
Or you can make a sick-ass coat.
Yeah, and no one can complain about it because it's a polar bear. Like, it is an apex creature of nature that has just tried to kill you. You have every right to do this to it.
Polar bears are one of the few animals that will actively hunt you because you are like the nearest thing for another 20 miles, so it will go after the calories.
You
know?
are on
Ironically,
the
so are
menu.
coconut crabs.
Yeah, there's a lot of memes about Amelia Earhart getting eaten by coconut
Yeah.
crabs. Although, I think they finally found out what happened to her, allegedly.
I'm pretty sure that's canon in the TF2 comics.
God
Like the
damn it.
actual TF2 comics.
Oh, like Amelia Earhart just got
Metal,
ripped apart by
metal.
coconut crabs?
I know.
I don't remember if it was specifically eaten by polar bears, but I know they found like her skeleton in the Arctic, and then fucking, I'm pretty sure Scout fought a Yeti while wearing a hot dog suit, and he had one of her legs as a weapon. You know, just typical things you see in TF2.
What the fuck did I just listen to?
We're just talking
Hot
about Amelia
dogs and
Earhart.
Yetis?
You might want to kill that Paul to get Sparks back, just saying.
Kill who?
That sheep over there.
Dude, could you imagine? Oh my god, we could be this house because there's no law that is against, like, drones. Could you imagine having defense drones on your house for the polar bears? Like, get a few that explode. Like, get a few tank killers that explode just for the polar bear, but then also get, like, a few to Bioshock it, like, with machine guns on it.
Try it.
This is America, we can do this. And if you say it's for polar bear defense, it's like, oh no wait, just equip them with those, the Smith & Wesson 500 SL, so each of them have 5 shots. 5 shots before reloading. Take out the polar bear. You have 550 caliber bullets, you can do it.
That's not miss.
It's okay if you do, it'll probably still kill it anyway. Well, at least muck it up so that your exploding drone can kill it.
Send in the Claymore, Roomba.
Send in the Claymore Dragonfly.
Damn it.
Send a Roomba with
Here's the
knife.
charger, the supercharge.
Oh.
You get the wizard with the supercharge.
Alright, give me a second. Let me line up.
I literally remember asking my African cousins, I asked them, like, if you could tame any African animal and use it for home defense, what would you do? And I would wait for criminals to come into my home with a beekeeping suit on, and I'm like, you picked the wrong house. And then I will hold my hands up, and then all the Africanized killer bees, which are known to go after fucking elephants, will arise from their things, but I am safe in my suit, but the criminal is not. And my cousin Grant was just like, hey, I will get hyenas, and then when you know you're fucked when you hear the laughing.
This portal leads to
Harley
a special
Quinn.
place where
Yeah.
you can learn to fly. I remember.
I think
when
one of
I
them
was
said
a
hippo.
dragon, earning my
Real.
Yeah.
wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
I just sent you. The mic is backwards.
Yes, I think most of us.
Oh my
have heard-
god!
I think most of us have heard of that shit.
Yeah, no, I just want to point out, the Smith & Wesson 500 SL was built with the badass intention of Smith & Wesson saying, we wanted to make a revolver that will kill anything that walks on land. And then some big game hunters went to Africa and came back with it and said, yes, it will in fact kill anything on land. And they have like a bunch of photos of them standing over shit they shot with it.
Gotcha.
By the way, did you know, despite its size, you can kill elephants with a 22? And apparently that's the most common caliber used to kill them, which I'm like, at first I'm just like, no fucking way, how are you doing that? So it turns out they'll get like 3 approaches to aim at the same place on an elephant, and then all 3 bullets hit it at the same time with surgical precision in like the brain or something vital. And that's how they do it with a 22, which, that's really incredible when you realize a 22 technically isn't even rated to kill people. I mean, it can kill people, it just, it has like no sticking power. Like, well, okay, maybe it's 223 Remington, which is like, okay, yeah, that one's still rated more for like anything up to a dog and smaller, and it can harm you as a person and stuff, but like, that's still damn impressive that you're taking out a fucking elephant with it.
Yeah.
When we went to the shooting range at HarmonyCon, I remember when Chris was firing his rounds on it, I could feel the vibration through my toes despite it only being 223 Remington.
That's not a key
You
chest,
need to
is
walk it!
The wiggling with toes.
Oh, it turns out, HK, which is European, also made a AR-15 version. It was actually kind of interesting. And just to see, like, wait, does it do the HK thing? And I know this sounds stupid to many gun people, but I could kind of feel it resonantly because I worked with heat before. I did grab the barrel after firing, and I'm like, wow, it's cold, guys! It really is cold, like HK promised. I was actually kind of impressed with that, but I like the Smith & Wesson. I was shooting with it a little better because it accepted both generations of magazine. The HK was a Gen 3 AR-15 and only accepted Gen 3 mags. So when Chris Scott fired it with a Gen 2 mag, he fired 1 round and the magazine bumped out. I was like, oh shit. So we had to call the range master in twice, and on the second time we found out, oh, yeah, there's a notch on Euro spec AR-15s. A Gen 2 mag doesn't have it, so it fell out. But the Smith & Wesson, like a pro, took both mags, even the Euro spec one, without complaining.
Okay, pause for a minute. Two things. One, Golden, the only way you're gonna break that chest is with the superpower charger. So good luck aiming. And second, Aeon, somebody said, huh, Mr. Aeon, I don't say this enough, but you scary me a lot with everything you know.
Knowledge is power.
Very smart.
Thank you. I will admit though, one of my favorite guns to fire that day, I asked one of the range people, it's like, hey, you know what, we're just having fun. What's the most fun pistol to fire here? The guy nodded slightly and immediately reaches into the Italian section and says, this is a Staccato 2011. So imagine like a 1911 design with modern technology and a 21 round magazine. Oh, and there's cuts in the frame of the pistol, so every time it fires, sparks shoot out.
So if you go back through the...
That shit was fun.
Yeah, if you go back through the tunnel to where the supercharge was, if you control yourself well enough, you can use the supercharge to break that chest.
The one on the left? As in the tunnel?
See that tunnel down below? On
yeah,
the
one on the
yeah.
left? Okay.
Yeah, that's where you
Yeah, why do you gotta be stupid?
That's where the supercharge
Hang on a
is.
second, guys. Hey, everything okay,
For context, there was a stupid international law where at the gun range they have a list of which countries are allowed to fire guns in a shooting range. Because of Canada wasn't one of them because they didn't renew it, which is stupid, because even Scotland lets you fire a gun.
That's hilarious.
Hell, if I had Israeli citizenship, I could have fired.
Yeah.
Duly noted. You get dual citizenship.
Yes.
Why are you getting dual citizenship? Is it because you're afraid to be in Canada? Is it because you support what's going on? No, it's because I want to fire a gun in Texas.
America.
America.
America. I will say, they did have a stainless steel finished 1887 Winchester or 1893 Winchester, which is like the model 1887 if you played Modern Warfare 2. Only it's chambered not as a shotgun; it's chambered in 357 Magnum. That shit was nice. They had that in the shop.
I think the only gun
Yeah, sorry.
I think the only gun I'd be interested in to fire off would be the minigun. The only problem is I don't think I could hold it.
There are two pistols that, as in like, there were a few guns that they had that I was thinking like, hey, I might want to purchase that gun, so I don't know. I'll like probably go back and check those out later, but there was one that was like, what was it called? It was a Colt 1934 Gold, and it was chambered in 45 ACP, and it was like the most like bourgeois, like beautiful looking M1911 variant I had ever seen. It was classy. Like that was cool. The other one was they had a Smith & Wesson M&P R8, which for those who don't know is an 8-shot 357 Magnum coated in all black, and it's got a fucking rail on it. You want to put a red dot sight and a flashlight on it, you can do that on the R8.
You put stickers on it?
Just distract him with your flamboyant pistol.
Here's a picture of a kitty.
What do you mean, y'all know? This is Aeon talking. He knows more about this shit than I do. Like Aeon and Solar do, but I don't.
They had like 50 Glock variants to try too, which, I mean, tempting. Glock isn't bad. I'm just told the trigger's mushy. Though I have a friend from East Europe in the military who keeps being like, hey, yo, get a CZ. And from what I've heard, CZs are not bad. Like a P10, apparently. I think it's a P10.
Alright.
They look good. Even if I'm just going to be the Glock, the guy with the price range of Glock, but the taste of a hipster.
I mean, yes, CZs are pretty good. They've been around since, like, what, like the fucking Cold War?
Yeah, like, basically, the only thing he said as a negative, because he was being honest with me, was, if you get a CZ75, call me, because you'll get a bullshit manual that isn't translated well, that doesn't teach you how to disassemble it, right?
Oh god, it's another one of these.
Unless you get, like, a brand new one, where they fix that, but they do have a concealed carry variant that looks, again, it has like a sort of World War II, 1930s era classiness to it, or even a World War I style, that I kind of really like, but it's not like trying to pander, it's just the style. And they're apparently about as good as Glocks with a slightly crisper trigger. You just pay only like $100 more for that, and I'm like, you know what, I kind of like how they look. So I can see it. I can see it. I can see myself firing one of those things. I need to, so at some point I need to show you the gun astrology video, because some dude did what your gun says about you, but he actually did it fucking funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna screw up. Yeah.
At least I'm not getting an HK, which is an abusive relationship in a gun. Even if it's a damn good gun, it's still HK, fuck you. Anyway, here's a good gun, but fuck you.
Oh my god.
HK-47.
Okay,
remember.
So oh god, they respawn.
Also remember, nobody in the gun community thought it was odd that in Half-Life, the company that made all the guns for the Combine, a multi-dimensional totalitarian regime, was HK. No one in the gun community thought this was surprising and completely expected it.
Oh, god damn it. Hey, fucker. Yeah, I bet that hurt.
Yeah, you guys did a whole lot of research when you were assigning guns to this faction. Research.
Knowledge is power.
Research.
Okay. Now I need to backtrack where to find...
Okay, no offense, Royal Paladin, but for the person who made the short joke in the first place and then call out people for making short jokes, logic, what is?
What she's saying is, it's only funny when I do.
It's only funny when it's new.
Ah,
you know this? You can. If the easy joke is there, people will take it, even if it contradicts what they said a moment ago.
Damn it.
Just call her vertically challenged.
By the way,
a little more original.
That is.
Did you know? For a bit of a premium, you can buy guns the U.S. military rejected, including the Beretta M4, which they proposed as a replacement, but U.S. government didn't buy it, so you can technically get a military spec Beretta pistol that is the successor to the M3 or the M9 double action. It's just a bit expensive because it's mil spec, but ooh, I think it's got a red dot.
Treasure. The treasure just automatically went into your thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying how much.
Yeah.
You can get rejected knives if you go to specific parties that aren't Rent-A-Gun.
Yeah, I loved meeting Knife Guy.
Knife Guy.
He sold me a $30 knife for $10. Okay, so for context, who doesn't know? At HarmonyCon, we were at a lot of parties, and at one of the parties where I was enjoying a Japanese coffee martini, a man approaches me with knives. And it turns out he got me an auction, and all the backstory for these knives were they were TSA confiscated knives that he bought at a government auction. I'm like, dude, I don't want to rip you off for the donations. What's the fair price for this? And he's like, $10. I'm like, okay, cool. He hands me a Cabela knife with the crispest flick out. I was using it as a fidget toy a dangerous amount of times in public. Without
Oh no.
But it was cool. Yeah, it was a Cabela knife. It had a glass breaker pummel on it and everything, and I got it for $10. Turns out it was a $30 knife. I got it for $10.
Nice.
And then the cops.
Now I remember this story.
Yeah, the cops busted the fucking party. We got candy bracelets of the party because it was like a party that had like merch to itself, and like, you know, like tablet drink menus with like imported alcohols from all over the world. Like the Japanese martini thing was from yeah, it was made from a liquor that you can only get in Japan, and he got things from other countries too, and they just unleashed the stash. This place was not. It even had security and a bouncer.
Hey, I think you're scaring the chat.
No, yeah, and then the party got busted by the cops. But damn, that was a nice party.
And then we went to 2 other parties.
Yeah, we went to the next party.
It's like that scene from Ghostbusters 2 where it's like, you're scaring the straights.
Great.
So we went to one party which was like more like a small get-together, and then we went to a second party that had the bouncer and like literally like a screen and stuff. Then we went to the Bats party, and then I think we made our own party. We ended up in like a hotel room. What was his name? Silver, and I think it was the following ghost group. It was Silver and his boyfriend. Not Booty Andrews. What did he call himself?
I don't remember. I remember though at the one thing with the what is it? I remember at the Bats party though. No, I remember the first one. They still had that amazing ass jungle juice.
Yeah, Booty Garland. That was it.
Right.
Booty Garland.
Blame it on the jungle juice.
Whoa.
Stop it.
He was lovely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't think you got that wizard hit his little hitchman over there. Get him! Get him!
Mods, kill him.
I love that every time I ram the silver guys, they're like, ouch.
Now the sound effects for killing some of these guys are
Hilarious.
so satisfying.
Okay. There's 10 more to find. Damn it.
I think like I will say that the best booze was still had to be a lot of it was good, but I have to hand it to the jungle juice on one thing. It was made with top shelf everything, so there was like no hangover. Also, it made the mattress and the hotel like appealing, but I didn't even wake up like feeling weird or anything. I felt nice, clear-headed. There was no headache attached to it. Yeah. Again, hand it to Mitzi for making a top shelf jungle juice.
Shit. Damn it.
Jungle juice, 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 juice.
Is it ever free yet?
Oh, wait, pretty good.
God damn it, Dusk.
Right, now my anxiety for trying to get the...
What?
You know what?
Oh, right! There's a cave right there!
Right.
What did I do?
Is it long enough for me to
You know what you did.
I am simply encouraging someone to explore a sharp
not worth the
passion.
risk. Hang on.
What's going on?
Oh, in the chat, I am encouraging Courtney to get a knife. It's fidget spinner.
Yes, Courtney, get the knife fidget spinner.
You got it, yeah!
Get the knives.
I can say from experience, it is really fun. Just be careful about using it as a fidget toy in real life.
Yeah, seriously. Please don't actually do that. Aeon is a professional.
Unless you want to look really cool or really foolish.
I wouldn't look
When you
cool.
drop it and stab your foot.
But you could be like, you know, I got these scars.
I mean, like, depending on the weight balance of the knife, it might land on the other end, in which case the glass breaker pummel will just smash your foot.